In the new business environment, nothing stops at national borders anymore. Globalization and expanding their international operations is now key to the business strategies of many companies for the next 10 years. Now, if companies want to succeed in this process of globalization, they need to develop a pool of global talent that will be instrumental to execute their global strategy. These global managers share many of the characteristics of traditional local managers in terms of setting goals, motivating subordinates, and developing strong teams. However, they are also a different breed of managers. Some of them spend most of their time abroad. These are the traditional expatriates. Others travel most of the year hopping from one country to the next, working in an airplane and spending a few days or a few weeks in each location. Still others have teams whose members are in different locations and meet probably once or twice a year. In either case, the most important challenge for global managers is, first, to build trust with people and teams that might have different point of views and cultural backgrounds. And we know that trust declines sharply with distance, so this is an important challenge for global managers. Second, develop a strong sense of identity in their teams so that people feel members of a team with shared goals and a common purpose. Our research shows that effective global managers possess 4 key competencies. The number one is emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to maintain a positive attitude and to tolerate strong emotions in the face of ambiguity and stress. Being among people from another culture can be frustrating, confusing, and sometimes lonely. However, emotionally resilient managers have the confidence in their ability to cope with the unfamiliar and to react in a positive way to these new experiences. Now, the second characteristic is flexibility and openness. Flexibility is the ability to regulate and adjust your behavior to fit in socially. Flexible managers have the ability to present themselves to others in ways that create a positive impression of themselves and that facilitates the building of constructive relationships in this international context. Now, the third characteristic is perceptual acuity. Perceptual acuity is the ability to read people's emotions, being sensitive to your effect on others, and to be able to communicate accurately. Now, this characteristic is very similar to emotional intelligence. People with high levels of perceptual acuity show interest in other people, are attentive to social situations, and are able to grasp social cues that give them a strategic advantage to be effective in international context. Now, finally, and a very important characteristic for global managers is personal autonomy. Now, personal autonomy has to do with a strong sense of identity. It's to be able to know yourself very well, to know your values, your strengths, your weaknesses. And it's the ability to maintain your own personal values in an international context, in a very diverse context, and at the same time to be able to respect others and their value systems.